everyone, welcome to Food Review UK Recipes. Today I'm going to be showing you a pretty typical Sunday roast chicken. I'm also going to be using that pretentious trendy filming style from above. I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to start off with some carrots. We're going to peel them. A lot of people don't peel them. Well, you should, in my humble opinion. And then chop off the ends. And then you want to get one or two of the carrots and chop them quite thinly, because we're going to put that on the actual pan that we're going to put the chicken on. The remainder of the carrots you want to cut or chop just pretty normal size, as you can see, I guess under half an inch, and pop them in a small roasting tray. Then get some knobs of butter and put that throughout the carrots, dot generously, and then pour some maple syrup over it. I've got some just cheap kind of imitation maple syrup here that I'm putting lashings of on, and then pour some water on top of that, and then cover that whole thing with foil and close tightly. We'll pop that in the oven later. Next up, get your potatoes, peel them. These are Maris Pipers, best ones to use for roast potatoes. And then, as with the carrots, you want to just chop one of them thinly, because we're going to pop that in the roasting tray, which we'll then put the chicken on top of. The remainder of the potatoes, put them into a saucepan and cover them with boiling water. Then get some thyme for the potato and carrot base and season it generously with salt and pepper. Then put the chicken on top of the vegetables and remove the funny, stringy, elastic thing. Then you want to find where the skin meets the breast and insert your fingers underneath, and then put the butter in. I made a mistake when I was making this. I didn't soften the butter enough, essentially, so I had to kind of smooch it down with my hands afterwards, as you can see there. Then you want to season it liberally, again with the old suspects of salt and pepper. Then pour boiling water over your potatoes and put them to cook or boil. You could have actually done this step before you did the chicken, really. Get it all sorted. Good use of timing is key. Then you want to prep your potato roasting tray, so pour some oil into it. I actually had to repair my tray because it had a hole in it. Next up, the gravy. I use kind of a concoction of different things. So I've got some base normal granules here, some kind of Bisto Best, and then I've got just a couple of spoonfuls of cheaper stuff, which is going to be mainly for the thickening. Then got a spoonful of black currant jam, or any kind of jam just to sweeten it up. Cranberry if you're at Christmas, it works well. Then fluff up your potatoes in the saucepan and pour them into the preheated oil. I forgot to say earlier that we put the oil in the oven to smoke off or heat. Then put that in the oven and put the chicken in the oven. It's about 180 degrees Celsius because we're going to cook it for about an hour and a half. For chicken of that size, about an hour and a half will do. After about 20 minutes, you want to flip the potatoes. You also want to put the carrots in. Carrots will only need about an hour. And I would flip the potatoes a few times during cooking. Next up, just before dinner is ready, you want to cut up your broccoli. And I've made a makeshift steamer by getting some boiling water, putting the broccoli in a colander on top of it, and then covering it with foil. That'll need about 5 minutes or so. Then the gravy, you want to get the remaining vegetables and juices from underneath the chicken, pop that into a NutriBullet or a blender. Blend that up and pour that into your gravy granules. Then I washed out the remaining bit with some boiling water and then poured the remaining boiling water on top of the gravy before it's then ready to dish up. So there's our carrots, our maple butter carrots. There is our chicken looking deliciously roasted. And there are our awesome roast potatoes. And let's plate it up. So we got a bit of chicken breast, a bit of chicken leg, some golden roast potatoes. some lovely steamed broccoli, some delicious maple butter carrots, and these are some Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire puddings. We're then going to pour over gravy liberally. I usually have my gravy a lot thicker, but my wife prefers it a lot thinner, so that's why I've done it this thin. So there we have it, guys. That is a pretty typical roast dinner for us on a Sunday. You can kind of get a reasonably good shot of the meal there. And now I'm going to try it for you. Chicken, the breast is so soft because of all that butter. Amazing flavour from the very crispy skin. Potato very hard, crispy. Light and fluffy in the middle. It's important to use Maris Pipers. So soft in the middle and such a great flavour. Now those beautiful maple butter carrots. Soft, tender and sweet and with an amazing flavour. And when you put it all together, magnifique! Thank you very much for watching this Sunday roast recipe. Please enjoy the slow motion pouring of the gravy, and if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more.